What's up? How you doing? Maybe a relationship or a marriage. Maybe that was for money. Maybe someone's in a relationship or a marriage for money. And that's the only reason. Even if they tell you they're this or that, or maybe they don't even want to be with you, or they can't do this or do that. It's because they're in a relationship for money, or they're doing something that they're tied to money with that they won't come towards you. You know, even though they love you or they want to be with you or just have a relationship with you, that someone's paying them, they're in a relationship, they're whatever, that's tied to money or because of money, and that is the only reason that they're in this relationship. There is no love, there is no anything. And maybe that's what they're looking for. Maybe this person's looking for love. Maybe they have all the money. Maybe they've been in relationships or all this stuff, and maybe they're just looking for love, and you're the person, you're the one in the middle here, the one that they're looking at with. Maybe they look at you as money. Maybe they look at you as a family person, as money, as someone that they could build with, someone that would be a good marriage, good um, family person, just a good marriage, and someone that they would actually have a lot of love with, maybe a lot of fun, maybe a lot of adventures, and that you're able to see. Maybe you're able to see things differently that tie in things that only makes sense when you put it in context. Like, but unless you're like actually like asked a question or something about it, you probably won't, go towards that. But even possibly maybe someone knows that you're tied to something that is a lot of money, and you have a lot of choices and people that you want to be with, even if you don't know about it or even participate in it. That there's a lot of people that would want to be with you because you're tied into a lot of money. And maybe someone that's tied into money through a marriage is looking for fun, looking for a relationship that they don't have to have any ties to. Maybe they're like just wanting to have friend with benefits or anything. So like this could be just anything off the wall, But this person wants to keep it maybe to you and them. They want to keep it secret, or maybe this person was wanting to do something with you, and maybe even wants to have a relationship with you, sees you as an option, even if you don't believe that or not. But they haven't been in contact with you, and they want to be in contact with you. They see that you are I don't know, they see that you are the person that they were the person they were looking for, and maybe the person that could teach them something, or maybe they want to teach you something. I mean, um this person looks at you as, they look at you as marriage material. Maybe you look at them as marriage material and as an option and as something you would like to have a relationship with. And you see that, right off the bat, that, this person could be off the hinges a little bit, but might be what you like. You like a little crazy, and it never hurts to learn new things or have fun with someone or new adventures, because even with people that's off the hinges a little bit, they have fun. You know what I mean? And they love deeply. And usually they are tied to a lot of money because people have ruined their lives or put them in things that will destroy them mentally and put them off their hinges, maybe put them in survival mode or something like that. But this happens a lot, and it is seen a lot. Even if people around you don't know about it a lot, it happens to a certain type of person a lot of times. And this person probably has inside information or knows something that is tied to a cross, and maybe knows that you were crossed and that they were talking freely about it, but this was only around a certain amount of people, so they have a mole. They see that there was a mole or someone that was telling and had a relationship outside of a maybe a group setting that they were tied to and caused a lot of problems. And they seeing that they were going after the wrong person, or they were just attacking you because they were a group. And they someone's someone's gone out of the group and is communicating with someone else, maybe, and that has caused problems inside this group. um, Maybe communication was broken, and someone is talking to someone about some kind of communication that was broken, and this person feels betrayed, or just feels cross because they feel like they might have done something for someone that wasn't deserving, or they might have communicated with someone outside of a relationship in a group setting, or with someone else that they kept secret that they're tied to, and they have to come out with it, or they're realizing that they were crossed in some kind of communication that was broken, and maybe they're seeing that this was tied into a bigger organization or a bigger ordeal than they realized, and that a lot of reason that this is kept going on was because of internal affairs, like they were having affairs with each other and starting relationships and families, and feeling like they had no choice but to keep letting things go because they didn't want to see bad things happen to people that they loved or they were in a relationship with. And so they cut communication possibly with someone, or they broke, or they hacked someone and broke their communication and were took it over, or just cut it completely. And now we're seeing that there's a lot of money that was tied into this, that there was multiple relationships and multiple lines of avenue of monies going out to other people freely, and people knew about this. I mean, like, there's nothing. It's called Fort Bragg for a reason, because they fucking brag about all the fucking things that they do that are what? Felonies, rapes, tortures, anything out of the ordinary, oddball shit, because I'm odd job, Odd job. Our job is to protect Jonathan Wayne Davis, as that is me. That's their job. They don't do it, but we could see that. Maybe they started to. Maybe communication was broke today, and they've actually started to do something because they realized they were crossed to and they weren't really paying attention, and maybe they were not seeing the bigger picture, or they were seeing a picture of someone else and thinking they were talking to someone else, maybe, and they thought they were talking to me. Maybe they seen a picture of me, or thought they were talking to me and realized that they were talking to someone else, and that maybe things they said, maybe they sent money, maybe they were protecting someone else, and fell into a relationship, and that was golden rule number one. Like, they broke massive, like, security breaches, and a lot of money stolen, like in, $40 trillion, that kind of thing. As in, $40 trillion plus $60 trillion is $100 trillion. And that's a lot of money. Because remember, I'm Elon Musk too, and he got a $60 trillion loan. So they already owed $40 trillion. That's a lot of fucking money that they owe me. Hey,